He said he'll be here in a little bit. And we're live. Hello, everybody. Hi, Sky. Hi, Grasshopper. Hi, Chew. Hi, Ozzo. You're still lurking. And I think that's the only people that have talked so far.
Didn't say hi to Kaylor.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Ed.
Hiya.
I have been working all day, and I'm going to sit here for a few minutes and drink.
What about Ozzo?
Drink my coffee spiked with cinnamon.
I have a slushie from my favorite gas station.
Oh, those are always good. Hi, Chappie.
Hey, Chappie.
I sent you a link, Chappie, and also there's a link up at the top if you're not at work, but you're probably still at work.
What's he doing at work?
Hey, Mike.
Yazzie got up for you, Pam.
Hi, Yazzie.
Got you.
Hola.
Yazzie.
Hola, Yazzie.
This little owl looks like it's getting better.
Oh, he's drinking and singing. He must be at karaoke.
Oh, cool.
Hi, Kiwi.
You know, that's what we ought
Chris.
to do. You ought to do a karaoke stream.
I don't sing.
Oh,
Well, I do sing, but only when I'm by myself and there's nobody
okay.
within a mile of me.
I don't know if there's anybody within a mile of you right now.
Hi, Larry. Hi, Dwayne.
Larry.
Larry.
Karaoke forever.
Chappie says karaoke forever. Yep. Hi, GRB.
BRB.
Darlene's Tanks. Hello.
Darlene, you have played.
So I think Blackie's going to be joining us in a little bit, but right now you all know Bob and Ed, right?
I don't know,
Hi.
but hopefully.
So I have been painting all day, and I'm taking a break and having a drink, but Ed probably has something going on, so I'm going to blow you up and let you show us, Ed.
Oh, wow. Threw you under the bus, Ed.
I have got to paint all of these tonight. Or tomorrow, if I don't get them done tonight. But this is my school of clown loaches.
Yep, those are pretty darn awesome.
Well,
Too many ghosts, hello.
So I'm gonna do this royal, or no, it's King's Gold. It's not shiny though, or metallic. So I'm gonna hit them all with that, and then I'm gonna go over with red and black, so they look much more like this when they're done.
Yep, that's gonna be awesome.
This
Hi,
was the very
George.
first one I ever made, and he's a little fat, and I've learned a lot since I first started.
Yeah.
I've been getting them a little more realistic, and I figured out the fins are better to glue after the fact.
Aha.
So, yep. So that's what I'm going to be doing.
Cool.
That's
You'll
good.
have to show us as you get them done.
You bet.
I am going to be having a nice day. then I might work on something after I have a drink.
I think I'm going to use the back of my Godzilla sign to hold them while they dry.
Cool. Hi, Soul Taker.
Putting that over the keyboard. Soul Taker. Soul Taker sounds like a monster truck guy. Soul Taker is driving Tombstone tonight in the Monster Rally.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you are, Too Many Ghosts. Sorry about that. I might have kicked you out myself, but I don't know.
Hey, John. Hey,
we're
Skipper.
kind of over at King Frostmer's stream. Hi, Skipper. We're kind of we've got a new management, so we aren't quite as strict as we were before, if that helps any. Because the the people who thought they were in charge are no longer there.
Hey, George.
So it's a lot more relaxed and actually a lot more fun than it was.
Oh, that's
Nice.
But we've got quite a few people from the King Frostmere stream here tonight.
I want to go check that King Frostmere thing out someday.
It's like ghost videos of ghosts on his stream. It plays like older videos on a loop, and a lot of people complain about the videos being poor quality and stuff, but the fact of the matter is that they're all older videos.
They need to be.
And
lower quality.
how I felt about it is, I mean, I lived in a house with a lot of paranormal activity before, and I never even tried to get any videos. So I admire anybody that's able to actually capture stuff on any kind of camera, whether it's good quality or not, because it's not the easiest. You can't just live your life with a camera in your hand hoping that something's going to happen and you can get the camera pointed at it in time.
Yeah, most surveillance cameras are low quality just because they have to save so much they're saving energy, they're out in the elements. You need to be cost effective because there's several of them a lot of times. They're all being put on one hard drive. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike.
The house that I lived in was next to, like, right across the dirt road from it was a canal, and there seemed to be a lot more activity when the canal had a lot of water in it. And I have read some people have the theory that they get their energy from like running water and stuff.
Ew.
So that would kind of make sense because, like I say, I was right across the street from a canal that would, for like 3/4 of the year, had pretty heavy water running through it all the time.
Makes me second think having all these fish tanks.
I tried that before, Larry. We did like a house cleansing thing, but it only worked for about a month, and then like one by one they started coming back again.
Where did they go in the interim?
Oh, Sky Dancer says she has 2 ghost cats. I used to have a ghost cat in that house, and actually it was the one thing that I didn't mind. Once I got over, like, the first time the first time I heard it walking across the floor purring, and it jumped up on the bed, and I felt it. I felt it walk across the bed, and it laid on top of my legs purring, and it scared the living shit out of me. I jumped out of bed and turned those lights on so fast. But after a while, I got used to it, and I kind of liked him because he was always friendly and he was always purring. And I'd listen to him play, running across the floor playing and stuff. And like a lot of mornings, I would wake up and there would be purring on the pillow next to me. And when I woke up and turned my head to look, there was nothing there and it would quit. But I didn't mind the ghost cat at all. Some of the other stuff I didn't particularly care for, but the ghost cat was okay. I kind of got where I kind of liked it. So when we did the house cleaning thing, and the cat went away, I was a little bit sad, but he did come back. I mean, the other things came back first, and then the cat came back, but he did come back.
Was he mad?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Ed.
He said, was he mad when he came back?
No. He was always friendly. I liked the cat.
So that said he had an SUV that was haunted by a cat. He had to get rid of that thing because the cat would meow when he was driving.
Aww.
I think you did a video on that.
To have a car, that would startle you to have a cat in your car.
Maybe not.
Very definitely. Huh.
I wonder, though, if Select Pet maybe just it's in his mind. I've met the guy in real life.
Right?
Just saying. I just nod my head and agree with whatever he says.
Darlene has a ghost husband. He sneaks up on me all the time. I met your husband, Darlene. He doesn't seem like the creeping type.
He kind of creeped me out.
I started saying, admit him.
Most of them that were in my house were just kind of irritating. It was funny because they were like divided into sections. Like in the kitchen and on the front porch, there was a poltergeist, and it would like play tricks on you and like move stuff and hide stuff, and yeah, it was different. And there was also in the kitchen at night you would hear like boots stomping around the kitchen and things moving in the cupboards, and got up a few times and all the cupboard doors would be standing wide open. And the only time that scared me, it was more irritating than anything else. The only time it really scared me. Hi,
Right.
Skipper.
Yeah, Skipper.
The only time it really scared me was when one night a cupboard door like slammed violently shut in the middle of the night. And me and my kid like met in the hallway, like, what the hell was that? It was definitely a cupboard door slamming. And she said, well, I told her, I said, go turn on the kitchen light. But to turn on the kitchen light from the hallway, you had to walk through the dark living room. There was no lights, just a lamp.
Hey, Daniel.
So you had to walk through the black living room to get to where the kitchen light switch was. And she said, oh, hell no, you do it. And I said, oh, hell no, let's go back to bed. There was no way in hell I was going to walk through that dark living room to get to the kitchen light switch.
But you're going to send your daughter?
Huh?
But you're going to send your daughter?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The sacrificial daughter. I wanted her to go turn on the light for me.
Blow up mates don't count as ghosts, Grasshopper.
But anyway, yeah, so there was a poltergeist in that area of the house, and then in the living room and down the hallway, I would see like shadow people. Yeah. And a couple times I saw like full body, like you could see them, apparitions, see their clothes and everything. And then in the hallway, there was something bad. I don't know what it was, but sometimes the hallway just felt so heavy you could hardly walk through it. And
hey,
it
check
was
it out.
not,
Skipper's
not
here.
Good. One time my son was walking down the hallway in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and something grabbed him by the shoulder.
Whoa.
And he let out a blood-curdling scream, which I don't blame him.
Well, I bet you he'd have.
And then in my bedroom and the bathroom and the computer room, there was the cat.
Hey, Skipper.
Hello.
What you up to tonight, Skipper?
Nothing.
Did you save some lights today?
Actually, we did have one ambulance call. That's about it.
Did you drive it or just call it?
No, we drove there and we helped the lady out. She was shaving and hit a varicose vein.
Oh!
Couldn't get it to stop bleeding, so we helped her.
Gross.
Oh, that's not good.
No. But it's all good now.
How old was she?
Well, I don't even remember.
Was she as old as Pam?
Thanks, Bob.
I'm not answering that. That's bad to do. You trying to get me in trouble.
Hi, Daniel. Hi, Select Cat.
Did she have a beard?
No.
You said she was shaving.
No,
he
one
got a
of these
beard
shaved her
already.
leg dead.
Next time she should do her legs first, so she'll have a beard for you.
Yeah.
What, did she live in Pennsylvania?
No.
Grasshopper says he's having a panic attack seeing you without a hat, Skipper.
I took a shower. I was outside mowing and stuff. And I said, well, I'm just going to take a shower.
Oh, he said he pulled a tooth. Pam is 25, Carl. Okay. That's Larry that said that.
Yeah, I'm almost 25 times 3. Times 2.5 anyway.
I was going to say, why wouldn't... Never mind.
That's 75.
Why would an old woman shave her legs?
That's a good question. I never shave mine anymore. I'm like, what the hell if you don't
I
you
don't
don't
have
like
hair.
it, don't look.
I never shave mine, but I don't have any hair on them anymore. They just quit growing.
That's a point too. I don't really have much either, so I don't
Started
worry.
coming out my ears and nose, so moved around. Maybe she's just vain like that. She wants a clear view of those varicosities. Like Skipper's noggin.
Well, happy birthday, Larry D. And 58 is young.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 67.
Oh, to be
58 is a great number. That was Derek Thomas's football number, Larry. Except he died with that number.
Well,
But I've actually, the last like 3 days, I felt really like normal, like no stomach upsets and no dizziness, and I felt pretty good the last 3 days. So it might be the weather because it's been just brutally hot all summer, and living in a trailer with no air conditioning, it gets really hot.
can you highlight what?
I can handle it very well. But this last 3 or 4 days, it's been like in the 60s for a high and down to the 40s at night. So to me,
That's
that's
nice.
perfect weather. That's perfect weather.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm hoping it's going to stay that way for at least a week, and I'm hoping fall's here and it'll just be that way for a while.
Grasshopper, that's probably the only way you're going to know. He said he shaves one leg so it feels like he's sleeping next to a girl.
That's really gross.
That's freaking creepy, dude.
Nothing wrong with that boy, I told y'all.
That's funny. That's funny.
Oh, God. I almost missed that. Thanks for pointing that out, Bob.
That's a good one. Now I got this weekend off. I'm
Oh
actually,
no.
I'm actually not doing nothing, so I finally get to sit down and relax.
Yeah, I've been painting, so I'm not drawing right now. I'm just like having a drink. And then after the stream, I'll probably go back to painting again.
You know Chris Howell, Ed?
Chris Howell?
Yeah.
As in Mike Howell's wife?
I don't know, talking about the Chiefs, saying you pulled out the facts.
Oh, well, thank you.
There you go with those chief facts. We
Thank you,
pulled out
Chris.
a win Thursday. I haven't even been following to see how the team here's been doing. We have a college team in town that
Really?
everybody goes nuts for. They're probably playing tonight. Probably playing right now. I don't know.
Sometimes they're pretty good.
What
You
is
know
it?
who's really good this year, which is really weird? KU has won their first 3 games. The Jayhawks. Kansas Jayhawks. Oh, well, never mind. Doing about it. It just surprised me. Normally, they're terrible. They put all their scholarships into basketball. Thank you, Chris, though. I appreciate that.
Let's see, I just looked it up. Wyoming plays its best game on the season in a 17-14 victory over the Air Force. Wyoming Cowboys upset Air Force for third consecutive victory. So they must be doing pretty good.
Yeah, Air Force is F-16s. But that's a little too close to home for Skipper. He's an old Air Force guy.
Yep.
Yeah. Even then, I was still watching Penn State.
Yeah. I had a friend that went to Army, West Point, and he got kicked out because of grades. He wasn't smart enough to go there for college, even though I never understood why he did it from the beginning. Because he could have went anywhere for football, but his dad wanted him to go there. But the kid was not a very smart guy. They're one of the schools that kind of, you got to be a smart guy, kind of, to be an Army officer.
Hey, Mitchell.
Scrappy City Aquatics, hello. Ozzo, welcome back.
He still played on the taxi squad or the practice squad. I don't know if it's taxi or practice or what it's called. For Pittsburgh for 3 years and Tampa Bay for 2.
Oh, yeah?
Yep. His name was Jeremy Hayes. Never got called up during the regular season, though.
Yeah, it's one of them things. That's how it is.
He was a big guy. Like 6'5", 385 pounds, or 285 pounds. Maybe 300. I don't know, somewhere in there. It was really weird because I played against him in elementary school too. Because I lived in Kansas City, and my football team would play his as we were growing up. And then his dad got transferred to St. Louis, and my dad got transferred to St. Louis. And they picked the school with the best football team program, and we ended up playing together. Isn't that weird?
I never really paid too much attention to football. My ex-husband used to like have his favorite teams and would watch them, and it would like the whole weekend would be based on whether his team won or not, as far as what kind of mood he was in, and I just kind of got tired of it. So I don't pay much attention anymore.
I don't get like that. A lot of people do, though.
Hey, Kenny, if you want to come up, the link is posted up at the top.
Ooh-ah. I got to find some orange to muddy this yellow down because it's just a little too bright.
Add a little tiny speck of red to it.
Well, I thought about adding a little bit of brown almost.
Yeah.
Just to muddy it down, because I don't really want it to be more orangey. I want it to be like, don't want to do black either.
What day?
Ed,
what day you leaving?
I'm leaving Thursday.
Oh, that's right. You guys have the big, which is it? The
Clash.
The Keystone Slash, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going, Skipper?
Oh, yeah.
He's
Cool.
a big boss.
I'm not a boss. I'm just a muscle.
The hitman.
Yeah, the hitman.
What day are you gonna go?
Oh, I'll be there Thursday.
So we'll be able to do the live stream together if you want to do it.
Oh yeah, I guess I could. I gotta make sure I bring my computer though.
Well, not really. Just need one computer because we could be sitting next to each other.
You said. Oh yeah. My bad. Yeah.
But I mean, you can still bring your computer if you like.
No, I wasn't thinking. Yeah,
That's
I'll be
all right.
there.
You're the muscle. We don't expect you to think.
Yeah, thank you. That was nice of you. Yeah, I'm going to be there. I'm leaving here at 6 in the morning, and I should be there at 9 in the morning to start setting up.
When can you enter your fish? I'm going to enter 4 fish. I think this came out perfect.
What are
That's
you
a
going
good
to
color, yes.
Well, you don't want to put them in until the next day, till Friday, because we'll just be setting the tanks up on Thursday.
Are you allowed to bring your own sponges in?
Well, that's a good question.
What's up, everybody?
Kenny's here.
Kenny?
Hey,
Well,
Kenny.
Yeah,
I'm gonna, look, Kenny, I'm going to say no on that, Ed, because what they'll have for setup is just an air bubbler, so they'll be already in a tank that has airflow. If you're using guppies, you're putting guppies in, you don't really have to worry about a lot of filtration for a couple of days.
Yeah,
It's ammonia spots.
that's why I was thinking if I had some beneficial bacteria in there.
You can.
I mean, I'd bring it just in case. Maybe they would. I don't know, because nobody asked that last year.
They do that at the Aquashella for all their, what are those big ugly guys? The flower horns. Everybody brings their own sponge.
Their own sponge filter. That's actually a good idea.
It is.
Well, I had a question. Maybe one of you guys could answer about the clash. Like, if I wanted to bring some fish, like some of the rainbow shiners or something, I could do that and bring them and sell them there, right?
So you could do a room sale if you wanted to, like sell them out of your room. That would be fine.
Or they have an auction.
Or there's an auction also.
Okay.
But you're going to have to go to the website to look at how to set up for the auction and stuff, how to enter stuff in.
What I'm hoping is that all the artists forgot to sign up or couldn't figure it out, so I'm the only person with a piece.
I didn't. That's one thing. I didn't sign up for the art thing.
Yes.
I signed up for the aquascaping.
Oh crap!
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that someday. That looks like kind of fun. So do you bring your own like wood and stuff for the auction, or do they have like a
No,
pile of stuff to choose
They
from, or
provide
what?
all of it.
I hope everybody's like, okay, so here's the colors. That's the new color. This is the old color.
Yep, I like the new color a lot.
Me too. It's gonna be they're gonna have a table with all the wood and rocks and plants on it, and you go over and you collect it. And I
Okay.
hope that they don't just do like a Easter egg hunt where everybody goes and grabs it all. I hope everybody can take like one piece and their second piece, or at least be nice about it, because I don't like pushing and shoving.
Yeah. No,
I'll
that
end
would
up with
kinda
all
suck.
the crap.
I don't mind pushing and shoving.
Me
Yeah, I
either.
bet.
That's half the fun.
Mr. Mosh Pit guy.
Ed, there's going to be your Knoxville Fish Club's going to have a swap in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's during Aquashella.
Yeah.
I won't be there.
Oh, so you won't be? All right, I'll have to go to
Yeah,
the swap.
Last time, Sean Peck made a table and he was selling off cheap, like fancy pants fish tanks and equipment that he's gotten free over the years.
did I make?
Should I
But I
that?
had heart surgery that week. They had it last time. They don't want me showing up to it.
No. Kane told me they didn't want you there.
Yeah. He's the president.
He told us.
Except stupid voice to chat changed spelling on his name when I said it.
Scruffy says that he has a table this time too.
Oh yeah, you talked to Mitch?
Yeah.
He's right. He's in the chat.
Oh, awesome. I was so I was going over to KFC today because Mom's not feeling very good. And I was going to get KFC for Dad and I. And I was listening to Mitch on the way because he was talking about his tubbing. And I'm going to probably pull my fish in about 3 weeks. But I'm a little farther south than him. But nevertheless, KFC is a ripoff.
Oh,
I spent $32 for an 8-piece 2-side meal.
Jeez.
And they forgot to give us the gravy, so I had to turn around and drive all the way back and get the gravy.
Oh my
Popeye's
gosh.
chicken is better than KFC anyway.
Who is?
Popeyes?
We don't have a Popeyes in my town.
Oh, Popeyes is good. We don't have any in Wyoming, but when I lived in Portland, Popeyes was my favorite place to go to. They have good chicken.
I think my local gas station has better chicken.
Yeah.
No, seriously, I really like their chicken tenders, and I haven't tried their real chicken. But this is where I get their slushies from. And I've gotten the chicken livers from my mom because she loves those.
I do too. And
Ew,
gizzards.
gross.
And gizzards.
well, yeah. And the heart.
Ew. You
I
guys,
never had the heart. I bet it's good though.
It's really good.
I knew Bob didn't have any heart.
That's right. Never have. We have a Mrs. Winters here in Cleveland.
I've ate there.
They're pretty good.
They're like, they say in their ad, they're championship chicken. But our problem was when I bought it, I was like driving my mom around she was looking for dress shops. And by the time we got home, it was cold.
Well, they don't have their dining room open. I went through the drive-thru the other day and then ate in the parking lot. I didn't want it cold.
Well, Dad doesn't like to go shopping with Mom. Well, it's not that he doesn't like to, but he just doesn't want to because he's normal. And but I have to drive her because she can't drive. So that's how that ends up going down. So we got chicken to take home to Dad and eat with the family, but it wasn't bad. It was just, I bet this would be better if it was fresh.
Right.
Oh, Bob, I got your artwork all packaged up and stuff.
Awesome.
Oh, did you guys have a second auction?
I don't
No.
think we didn't do a second one.
Nope, I need
Not
to
with
do
me
one
anyway.
because I need to raise money to send everything I have left sitting here. But I was gonna do it I was thinking about doing it Wednesday or this last Monday, but I ended up canceling them because I had notices from Streamlabs saying I was almost out of time.
Oh,
But my time rolls over Monday, so I'm probably gonna do one Monday. If you wanted to join me, you'd be welcome to.
I think she was talking to you.
But I'm
Kenny, not
probably
me.
I'm probably gonna do it Monday
Yeah.
night.
All right, cool. Yeah, because I was when did we do it? We did it Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that following Monday, I had to work out of town, and then I was out of town for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but I think I'm going to do one Monday because I'm kind of anxious to get the rest of the stuff sent. Because
Yeah.
people have been waiting for too long, and I feel really bad about it. But I don't have enough money in the bank to go to the post office, so I've got to do an auction to cover that. So, like I said, I thought about doing it tonight, but I decided, nah, I'm going to do a special one just for that. So I'm probably going to do it Monday night. Plus, we're far enough away from the first of the month where we won't have as many people that just got done paying all their first of the month bills.
Yeah.
Well, after buying that chicken, I hope I have enough money to ship this stuff out.
Right.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't think there's any Hardee's in Wyoming. There's no a lot of stuff in Wyoming for some reason.
My town has.
I don't know why that is.
people.
Maybe there's because there's no people here.
My town has 6,000 people, but we've got, I think, like 42 restaurants, if you include the fast food. It's crazy.
Yeah, we have a lot of stuff here. For when you consider the rest of Wyoming, we probably have more than the bigger towns have. But that's because it's a college town.
Yeah.
Like the main home of the Wyoming State University is here. So, and we have the football games and all that shit. So, and a lot of college kids. So there's a lot of fast food places here, but we don't have Hardee's and we don't have Popeye's chicken, which I would be like ordering from Popeye's chicken a lot if we had one here because I love Popeye's chicken.
Our chicken.
I think it was this past summer. I built the foundation for a Popeye's chicken.
Oh, wow.
Did you? Nice.
Yeah, the company I work for, we do masonry and stuff, and they're building a Popeye's chicken, a new store, probably like 25 minutes from my house or something like that. But we were contracted to build the foundation for it and everything. So,
Well, we
when I
got
lived
it.
in Portland, there was a Popeye's chicken fairly close to me. The only bad thing about it was that it was on Martin Luther King Boulevard, which didn't bother me any, but the people that worked there were rude to me a lot of times. Like I shouldn't have been there, but you know what the hell. I went anyway because it's good chicken.
I think there's 3 Popeyes within a half hour of my house.
Wow. We have Bojangles, Zaxby's, and now KFC in my town.
Oh, I had when I went down to Virginia on my collecting trip, I stopped at Bojangles when I got down there, and that's where I had breakfast.
Bob and I think, sometimes eat at Bojangles when we go out on trips for breakfast.
Yep.
When we go to Knoxville. He likes to get the ham sandwich or the ham biscuit. I think. Egg and ham. Is that what it is?
You said Bob. Who do you mean?
Is that what you get it when we go to Knoxville occasionally? We stop there.
Yeah.
I always get tea.
We have one of the few Starbucks in the state of Wyoming. There's like half a dozen in the state, and we have one of them. And we aren't very big, but like I say, it's a college town, so.
Yeah. Got to get them in there.
We even have an Applebee's and a Perkins and a bunch of different pizza places and stuff. We have quite a bit of fast food here.
Yeah, there's so many restaurants in where I live within the city and everything else. There's anything you can possibly think of to eat, probably.
Yeah, we even have a sushi place that isn't too bad. And some Mexican restaurants, and yeah, we have quite a bit. For being a small town in Wyoming, we have quite a bit here, but it is without a doubt because it's a college town.
We have a Japanese steakhouse in this town, and I have no idea how it stays open. It doesn't look like there's hardly ever anybody there. It must be a mafia place. Because they got to be selling something other than Japanese cuisine. Because
we have a one Chinese restaurant in town, but they are super expensive. Which is kind of too bad because I used to love to go every place I've lived. I've loved to go to like if if they have a Chinese buffet, that's like one of my favorite places to go. But we don't have any buffets here in town.
Ours are all pretty much ran by white people. We have 2 Chinese restaurant or Chinese food places and a Vietnamese. I've never been in the Japanese place. I don't know if they have real Japanese people. I've never even seen a Japanese person in my town, so I doubt it does. But the 2 Chinese places doesn't have Chinese people at work there. My mom doesn't like the Chinese food because she says there's nobody there that knows how to cook. And it's like, Mom, it's the same Chinese. That's what we eat is not Chinese food. We eat at Chinese places.
Yeah, it's like Americanized Chinese food.
Yeah, I've been to a couple Chinese buffets where they think that if you like take any shrimp or anything like that and throw some sweet and sour sauce on it, then you've got a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
But there was a really good one in California that I used to go to when I lived in LA. And they had like every kind of seafood that you can imagine and like real Chinese food. And I went there every Friday. We would go out for Chinese food. But it was a buffet. And on Fridays they would have frog legs too, which was really good.
There was a really good one in Saudi Daisy, but they started advertising no more MSG, and now the food has no flavor.
Oh. No,
It's like, give me some MSG if that's where you get all your flavor.
I know.
It's 100% where most Chinese food places get all the flavor.
It is?
Yeah.
What are MSG supposed to do to you anyway? Because I never pay any attention to it. It's just like, all right, Chinese food, I'm ready.
MSG is a flavor enhancer, but it's basically just salt. It's a modified salt.
But it's a preservative too.
Yeah, it enhances flavors, and that's also why you get hungry again for more after you eat Chinese food, and you're like hungry again 30 minutes later. It's because of like the MSG and stuff.
Yeah, do you remember when I used to troll James with that question about MSG? Remember that?
Yeah.
He would always ask for questions, and I'd type in in a mod too. So I would troll him and say, when I go through the Chinese Techie Audi and say no MSG, do you think they put it on there anyway? And James says, like, he answered it the first couple times, but then he was on to me.
Sometimes you're
this week I made like a big pan of fried rice, and I put sesame seed oil and oyster sauce in it. So I probably added my own MSGs. I don't know.
Stone.
It was good though. It turned out pretty good.
On a sodium glutamate.
That reminds me, I got tomatoes to pick.
I think our tomatoes are done for the year.
Well, my neighbor just gave me some green tomatoes, some big ones. I'm gonna cut them up and make deep fried green tomatoes.
Oh, those are good.
Now, what do you use for breading, I guess we should say?
I use cornmeal with little paprika in it.
I'll have to try that this year.
Tornadoes are full of natural MSG.
Then I got some peppers I need to pick. I just cut them up and freeze them. So whenever we need them, we use a lot of, just to have for, whenever you want sauteed peppers for a meal, with a meal.
I've got some from my neighbor's garden. They're good. Good.
I remember one year I had a bumper crop of tomatoes. I mean, a bumper crop like laundry baskets full of tomatoes. And we were getting ready to go on a business trip. So the night before we were leaving at 6:00 in the morning. So the night before I had all these tons of tomatoes, And I figured I'd better do something with them, which was a good idea because by the time we got back, it was like well below freezing. But I decided I made salsa,
Mm-hmm.
and I learned a valuable lesson that night. If you're standing at the stove making homemade salsa, and it's about 1 o'clock in the morning and you're starting to get tired, don't rub your eyes after you've cut up
No.
chilies.
No.
Because it's not a good idea at all.
God. Oh my God, fam.
I'm gonna go wash my water out. I'll be
I
right back.
actually paid for that for about a week. The whole time that we were like gone and everything, it was like my eyes every once in a while would just start burning like hell, and my hands would feel like they were on fire. So if
I'm
you're going to
sorry,
make salsa, wear gloves and don't touch your eyes.
I'm sorry, that's too funny.
I did that with some ghost chilies that my neighbor gave me, and I
Oh
was
my God.
making I made a big pot of chili, and I put like 3 of them in there, but I cut them up and stuff, and I forget what I was doing, but like it was all over my hands, but I went and like rubbed my face right here, and I
Yeah.
could just feel it like getting into the corner of my eye, and it burnt so bad. The
Yep,
chili
it
was really good,
does.
dude.
It does hurt.
Scruffy City, yes, he is making them for his art, for the art show part of it, to put it into a contest. That's what I was looking for. At the Keystone Clash.
The other thing that I learned is like when I first got married and a lot of stuff I was teaching myself how to cook. And the first pot of chili that I ever made, I was following a recipe and I thought it said 2 cups of chilies when actually it said 2 chilies. And that made a big difference in how the recipe turned out.
Chilies?
It was like nobody could even eat it. The dog wouldn't even touch it.
Carolina
It
Reaper.
was just a little bit on the too
Just
hot
make
side.
another pot of chili and mix the 2 together, so you have an even bigger pot of chili that's kind of like watered down.
Mild did the taste down a little bit, made it milder.
I bet it wouldn't slow down Larry.
No, Larry probably would have ate the whole damn pot of it.
Yeah.
I don't think Larry can taste.
I can't do that anymore. Since I had my gallbladder taken out, I kind of have to watch what I eat.
Oh
And
yeah.
I love spicy food, but I definitely can't eat it anymore. I remember my older brother Bill and my brother-in-law got in a contest one time to see who could eat the most chilies out of a jar.
Ooh.
And my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, told me the next day, which made me laugh so hard. I asked her how his stomach was doing, and she told me that they were just as hot coming out as they were going in, and he didn't have any hair left on his ass.
I believe it. He was getting fire.
Can't eat chocolate.
Hell no.
Yeah, but like chilies and stuff are they're a lot hotter when they're fresh. Like I the first year I had my garden, I was growing jalapenos in there, and jalapeno peppers are surprisingly hot for when they're fresh.
Yeah, they are.
They're-
I like to add some fresh ones to some of my cooking, and
Yeah, they're
even
the
like
seafood.
half of a jalapeno in a big pot of something will make a huge difference. It makes it really spicy.
Some crushed red peppers that you get in like the seasoning on, like people like to put on for their pizzas. What pepper's that?
Chili.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just red
it's
chili peppers.
red chili peppers.
Yep.
See, that don't bother me.
Is it because it's old?
Yeah, because it's dehydrated.
Yeah. I mean, there's still spice there, but it's not probably like it is if you eat a whole freaking jar of it.
Yeah, I have like a 3-gallon bucket of crushed chili pepper flakes. I
Oh,
put that shit on everything.
oh, I do too.
I remember I went out for pizza one time with a bunch of friends, and the guys were like, they ordered like a hot chili pizza, and they were all like crying and everything, saying how hot it was, and I was laughing at them. So they said, "Well, you try a piece." So I took a piece of it and I covered the top of it with I shook a bunch of red peppers on it, the dried red peppers, and I ate it and didn't say a word, and they were all looking at me in amazement. I remember sitting there like being glad that the pizza parlor was semi-dark because I had sweat popping out on my forehead and my upper lip, and I didn't say anything, but I felt it.
What type of pizza was it?
It was some kind of they did a special like a hot pizza had a lot of peppers in it.
I wonder what peppers they were.
Larry D. peppers.
Listen, I'm telling you, they got so many different types of hot peppers now, it ain't even funny.
Yeah.
I smell the what is it called? The ghost chili pepper, I believe. And I smelt that. I said, "Yeah, no, I'm not trying that. No." I said, "'Cause I'll probably have to go to the hospital."
Yeah, my neighbor grows those, and that's what he gave me. He gave me like a handful of them, and I put 3 of them in like a huge pot of chili, and it was pretty spicy.
I'm sure it was.
Yeah, when I made that pot of chili, I put in I got some yellow peppers from the grocery store, fresh ones. But like I say, the recipe called for 2, and I thought it said 2 cups. So yeah, it was pretty hot.
The scarlet Badis or gut. But
Well, I replanted my 180 behind me. I added some. I had some Vallisneria for my stream tank, and when I broke it down, I threw all the Val in a 29-gallon, and it's been floating there for like 2 months now. And I went to sort it out because I wanted to plant some in the tank behind me, and I pulled the Vallisneria out, and it's just like 6 foot long.
Oh wow.
Well, it's perfect.
Yeah, I posted a short of it, but yeah, I see a huge bunch of plants that were like 6 foot, and 7 foot long. Ridiculous. But I planted it.
Oh, hang on, let me blow you up because I want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
I love that tank. That looks really good, Kenny.
Yeah, it does.
Thank you.
Why's Kenny got to be in the aquascape?
I wasn't gonna. Scotty forced me to do it.
How do you keep the cushions down? They don't want to float up?
No. I sit on them. But yeah, I think that's great, man.
Did you plant all of it?
I did plant. I planted all of the big ones. I still have a bunch that are like 2 foot, 3 foot. I haven't added those yet.
I gotta get something for my 55-gallon.
Are you hinting at something? You want me to bring you some?
Well, no, I was just saying I need something tall like that because I just need a better damn light.
Yeah.
Do those are those fish herbivores? Will they eat the plants?
No. But still got bunches of it.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
These fiery black shiners. It's even like sending out
Setting out
runners
sheep.
and shit.
It's crazy.
Likes that water.
But, it's probably 2-foot plants in there now.
You should sell some of those runners.
I just moved my pothos down here too.
I like tacos.
Pothos, not tacos.
Mitchell says, help him out, panel. If you're going to build a 3-tier rack in your living room, would you do 20 long or 40s?
Huh.
Whew.
20 longs.
I have 20s in mine, but it's not in my living room. It's in my fish room. But I really like how and I do the 20s long wise, so you can see everything. Is that a half beak?
No, it's that's a long nosed gar.
Oh, neat.
That is cool looking.
What is it?
What an awesome
A
looking
long
fish.
nosed gar.
How big do they get?
They get probably 3-4 foot.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But he's pretty cool looking right now.
He's only 4.5, maybe 5 inches.
I can't wait to see that guy big.
Yeah, he's growing out for the other 180, and then eventually a pond.
Let's see, he's got these.
Guppies, and I've fed him a couple rainbow shiner fry.
He looks pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like it.
I gotta fix that sponge filter in there.
So is he gonna get teeth?
Oh, he's got teeth now. You can't really see him, but
'Cause I know gars get pretty sharp teeth.
yeah, he's got a nice mouthful of teeth right now. Yeah. What did I come in here for? Oh yeah, the valve. Showing you guys the valve. Yeah, Skipper, if you want some, I can bring you some.
I mean, if you need to get rid of some, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I got plenty of tanks to put them in.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
right. You'll be seeing each other.
I don't
So
need to get rid of any, but I can bring you some.
next weekend.
These guys are doing it. These guys are really good.
So the rainbow fry, do they start off with like a? These was kind of like a gold color to it.
They're like a pale gray.
No, they're doing really good too. They love popcorn. Just feeding that.
Lots and lots of them.
Oh yeah, I've probably got 300 or so left. And these guys were fired up earlier today. I haven't checked if they had spawned again. No, I don't see any eggs, but they might be spawning again soon.
That's your rainbows.
Yeah, this is the breeding group that I have. The 2 males and 2 females. I got a few fish.
Which ones are those?
These are the Piedmont shiners.
Oh, I like that black.
You should see these guys when they get fired up. They get like most of their body turns just like bright red with a gold head and gold fins.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy. These guys are wild caught, and I can like. It's some of they're pecking at the back of my hand right now.
Hey, Bob, sorry I never came back last week on Sunday night. I had to. My dad wasn't feeling good, so my mom went to church with her friend Alice. Well, it turned out Alice's husband dropped her off, and he went back home, and then I was responsible to take Alice back home. And so then I took her home, and then Mom's like, "Oh, we're right next to Walmart. Can we stop? I need to get some milk and stuff." Ended up being all evening long.
So these are saffron shiners, and there's a couple of crescent shiners in there.
They have red little faces.
Yeah.
It's like they have little red goatees.
These are my Chattanooga red shiners.
What are those shiners called again?
They're saffron shiners.
Could you say that one more time?
Saffron.
Saffron?
Yeah.
I'm going to probably forget that. I may have to ask you next week.
Okay.
My goal next year is to catch some Tennessee shiners.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. All I did was bump you with my foot.
Damn,
You're such a drama queen.
Kind of killer.
Such a drama queen.
Is the dog still breathing?
Yes. All I did was like move my foot and barely touch her side, and she like acted like I killed her.
All right. Okay.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah.
Do you know any good people that can shave a cat?
Shave a cat.
Yeah, my mom needs her cat shaved.
The groomer Carol Lee Bransfield at the vet that I used to go to. The groomer's real good there. Community Animal Hospital. I'll send you her number.
That'd be awesome because Bobo's getting a lot of fur balls under his belly.
Yeah, she's good. She's a vet tech also, so if there's any help, she'll pick up on anything she can see while she's grooming. So
I would need a full body armor suit to try to shave Mario.
Oh, that.
where did everybody go? What did I start?
Here, I can't see me on here, but can you see that I'm painting? I have the text to chat in front of me. Yep. Okay, cool. You can go back to everybody else. I'm not exciting.
Okay.
I was sitting here looking at this 180, and a couple of the fish didn't act like I wanted them to act, so I checked the parameters, and the pH was lower than it should be. I did a big water change yesterday.
Oh,
So
wow.
I threw the chemicals to them. Yeah, now they're acting right. Oh yeah. So Pam, have you been kicking any hairs today?
Nope, not today.
Just dogs.
Yep, just dogs.
Your club president was telling us about how his tarantulas would pull out hairs and then kick them at him.
Yeah, I was listening then. That's pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Oh yeah, you were on there. That's right. Yeah. Just don't have a hankering to keep spiders. Pam wants to keep those some kind of bugs. What are they, Pam?
Praying mantis, the orchid praying mantis. Someday I'm going to get a couple
Oh,
of them.
I remember when you showed that picture.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome.
Because I remember that night we were talking about them. We looked that up. They were cool as heck.
They're expensive though. They were $75 a piece, I think.
Well, yeah, they were expensive, but
They only live 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, I'd have to get both a male and a female, and then you got to keep them separate until you breed them, because a lot of times the female will kill the male.
It's the best way,
It'd make life easier.
right?
you ain't lying there.
Instead, they do it slowly.
Yeah,
Right. We all said right.
so true.
Francisco, lay down. Come on.
Like that. Aren't they just awesome looking?
They're freaking cool.
Hey, I'm gonna take off, guys.
Okay,
See
thanks
you,
for
Kenny.
coming back, Kenny.
See you next week, Kenny.
Bye, Kenny.
I'll be the guy with the reddish mustache and beard.
I'll be the guy with the natural reddish mustache and beard.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
So, if you're around, drop in Monday night. I'll be streaming Monday night.
Okay, we'll do. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, partner. Right now, I'm doing all their eyes because they have like a little headband that goes over their eyes.
Oh yeah, cool.
Oh yeah.
I figure I'd just do one body shape at a time.
Ed, this new chameleon is definitely a lot different than the veiled chameleon that I've got to know.
The panther.
The panther, yeah. He just turned jet black. I don't know why he did that. He looks like
Nice,
he's
Scruffy.
looking. He looks like he's looking for crickets. I might get up and put some more in there. Jet black.
Did Scruffy go to bed?
Yep.
Night, Mitch, if you're there. Yeah, and these are for the show.
He rode with Kenny. Gotta go too. Thanks for the stream.
Wife just got home from work, so I'm going to go upstairs and hang out with her for a little bit. She's been working a lot.
Can you tell her hi from me?
Yeah, I will.
You're
Yeah.
awesome.
Tell her hi for me too.
Okay.
You got your kitchen all remodeled and everything?
Yeah, that's actually done. It's been done for quite a while. It's just, man, that was just a pain in the butt.
Nice.
But it was.
It sucked. Well, that's all I can really say about it. It sucked. That whole process sucked. But
Yeah.
it's done. Very functional. It works good.
We pulled a tub out of my mom's bathroom and put a shower in. And that's how they broke that toilet that one night. Remember how the toilet was leaking all over the place?
Oh, yeah.
Well, man, we still need to do drywall in there.
Yeah.
Her bathroom still isn't done, but it's functional, but it's just not pretty.
No. But
But go, and we'll talk to you later, buddy.
all right, y'all have a good night.
Skipper.
I'll talk to y'all later. Then I'm going to bed.
Night. Vibes has a fish tank set up. Awesome.
Oh, hi, Vibes. Vibes is a super nice guy.
Yeah.
He has good vibes.
Oh, the Beach Boys, Good Vibrations. I started to say I was trying to think of that old song, but then I got bored trying to remember. Good Vibrations.
Good vibrations. She's giving me good citations. Good vibrations. Good song. We've got pretty much every time I go into my mom and dad's area, they've got oldies on or old game shows on. It's the match game, 1997 or 47, not 47, 75, or, or they've got oldies. And at night, it's Hallmark all the time. And I just don't understand how somebody can watch so many of the same movies. And they're all the same, Pam. It's always what happens is the girl meets a new boy in a new location, and her old boyfriend comes back, her fiance. They hug when she's breaking up with him because she says she's met a new guy, but the new guy sees her hugging the old guy, and he runs away. And then she has to find him. Every episode.
Well, just look at it like this, Ed. If they're entertaining themselves with the repetitious movie, that sometime you're not driving them around.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if my dad's entertained. I think he's just sitting there.
Yeah.
Poor guy. And then I really feel bad for him because, like, if we're watching a football game or something, Mom constantly talks through the whole thing. But if Dad and I would say anything during a Hallmark, it's shh.
Yeah. He needs to get him a little transistor radio so he can listen to the games with an earplug or something.
Oh, he probably can't hear anything, though. It's the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
We've been trying to talk him into hearing aids for so long, and he refuses to do it.
This is why I don't have a TV. I watch YouTube videos on my computer, and that's about it. I don't have a television. I've been getting kind of upset with YouTube, though, because, when I subscribe to somebody, it's because I want to see their stuff. But YouTube decides that I don't need to see anybody that I'm subscribed to, and they keep throwing all this garbage up
Yes.
to watch instead, and it's like, so I miss stuff, even though I'm subscribed to people, because YouTube decides what I watch, I guess.
Did you click on the button that said subscribers or subscribe to?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
I subscribe, and I always click on the little bell and stuff, and it's like, it's like I remembered a show today that I watch every week, and I didn't see it come up last week, and it's because YouTube never showed me that he put out a new one.
I like this guy called Camping with Steve.
Called what?
Camping with Steve. He's this Canadian guy. He likes to camp, like in weird spots, like in the middle of the road and stuff. Like around, those circle things that have parks, that everybody drives in a circle and they have bushes. So he lays down there and camps all night. And then he just camps all over the place. He calls it stealth camping. But it's kind of fun. But he said that he went over 1 million views or subs but he lost his wife 2 weeks ago. He said they went
Ah.
to bed, and the next day he was the only one that woke up. And I mean, they're pretty young too. I would guess that they're in their late 30s or early 40s.
What? And she died during her sleep that young?
Yeah.
Wow.
And he hasn't made a video. He made one video saying that what happened, and he said he was going to take some time off.
Grasshopper said that Pam and Bob are his favorites to watch.
Aw. Grasshopper's one nice guy.
Is it Cricket or Grasshopper?
Oh, wait a minute.
Stealth camping? Is that what it is?
Yeah, stealth camping with Bob. Or I think it's called camping with Bob. Or Steve. Steve, not Bob.
I have not been camping for so long. I wish I could go.
I haven't had time to camp. Seems like there's always something to do. Just can't take a time out to do something like that.
What did Kenny say those shiners were?
Was it topaz?
Saffron.
Saffron.
Saffron shiners.
They were pretty neat, Bob. I liked how they had the little red faces.
And the reason I remember he said saffron shiners is because saffron is bright red. Are you still there, Bob?
Yep.
So have you had any ghost visits lately?
No ghost visits lately and no parties in the wall.
No parties in your wall?
No parties. Nope. Nothing going on.
Oh, Bob, I wanted to tell you, they have one of your chameleons. They have the panther at the Tennessee Aquarium.
Really?
I took a picture of them, and I thought yours is nicer.
Well, I hope you send it to me. I'll be the judge of that. Teasing. That was me, Ed. I sent you a link to the saffron shiner.
Oh, awesome! That way I won't forget it.
Right? That's why I asked, because I'd already forgotten.
I already had two.
Me too. Now you got it. You got Wikipedia too. Good source.
I go to Wikipedia quite a bit during the day.
Me too. Star must have passed out from that blow she took to the head.
She's like sitting at my feet, looking at me.
Did the bleeding stop?
And she's waiting for me to move my foot so she can yipe again.
I'm going to send it. There's another.
Is the moon red tonight? That looks awesome, Ed.
Thank you. If the moon's red, that means there's blood in the morning.
Now, if you have the demand for those, Ed, you could always get some kids to sit and paint those, just to copy them. Yours example.
That would be awesome.
Right? Child labor.
Oh, they had I thought it was a rope snake, a rope fish at the Tennessee Aquarium.
Oh, wow.
It turned out it was a legless amphibian.
Oh, wow.
I wonder what that is.
A legless amphibian.
I'll have to Google that.
I'd never seen those before.
Nope. Saw those legless lizards at Ponds and Plants.
Yeah.
I'd like to have some of those.
Yeah, we can't see the moon here tonight. We've been having they're finally stopped for now, but we've been having thunderstorms all afternoon and early evening. And there's Blackie.
Hi there.
Hello.
Good day.
Or good day.
Good day.
G'day, you mob. How are we?
Swell.
Eastern, around Boston. What?
Been flat out, but I finally have a chance to sit
Oh,
down.
how pretty that guy is.
Wow.
That was at the Tennessee Aquarium. I talked about you at the Tennessee Aquarium, Blackie.
Talked about me,
Not as pretty or as big, is he? Sorry.
Yep, it's not as
about the electric eel that we spoke about one time before.
Yep, I was pointing it out to Texas Fish Room. He was with me, and I was telling him about how you pointed out that I need to check out that eel.
Yeah, when I saw your I don't know whether it was Facebook or Instagram the other day, I saw your post going there, and I thought, I'm pretty sure that's where that electric eel is. But you've seen it before now, haven't you?
Oh yeah,
Can you reach your hand in the tank and pet it, Ed?
they just let you stick your tongue in there and see if it'll come up and lick you. I think I even videotaped him this time, but he takes terrible videos because he's so slow and so long.
Probably pretty dark in there too, isn't it? In the tank.
Oh, maybe.
G'day, Huawei. Sky Dancer, how are we? Good to see you. Or your words, at least.
Oh, he was right
Have to
next.
speed it up.
He was right next to the legless amphibian. And then there's piranhas across the hall from him.
I wonder where those are native of.
You know what? I deleted the video, I think.
Damn it.
We also have a great big puffer fish that's next to him. That's right on the other side of the wheel.
Wonder are the freshwater ones as venomous as the, or poisonous, I should say, as the saltwater ones?
The amphibians? Legless
Freshwater
amphibians?
pufferfish.
Oh. Yeah, I know. I've thought about that too, actually, and then I forgot all about it.
They do look considerably different, though, to the other ones, though, don't they?
They probably have a lot less predators in freshwater.
Bastard creatures.
Oh my god.
Finish him. Yeah, the march flies have been out in force today, building up a small pile of them on the ground. They're nasty when they bite.
Sounds like our deer flies in the spring.
It's
Yeah,
spring
well,
there, isn't it?
Yeah. I think that's because they were probably named in the northern hemisphere, so they're called march flies, but yeah, they turn up in our early spring. What is it, September?
The East Coast has, what is it, what kind of fly is it that bites on the East Coast?
Deer
That
fly?
they put out little boxes to get rid of them and stuff? A green fly or something, or,
Oh, the lantern fly?
yeah, I don't know. We don't have them here, but I know they have them on the East Coast and they bite.
I think the lantern
And
flies are.
they like swampy ground, so like where there's a swamp, they'll put up boxes to kill them. Of course you can come up, grasshopper.
But first you have to
There's a link pinned at the top.
wait. Make him give you a $2 tip first.
What's the password?
Does that mean I might have to leave? Huawei's coming to say hi to me.
You were pre-invited.
Don't forget your ears.
Right. I was watching a live stream on TikTok earlier, and she brought a guest up, and he put the camera down at his privates real quick.
Did he have any?
No. She said she went off on him too and reported him and restarted the stream.
I remember
Surprised
there was
someone
a guy.
would do that.
There was a guy that used to like. He was like hitting different streams doing that, and I was watching. He hit Big J's stream.
Yep.
And like, he was fine for like a minute, and then he dropped the camera down and was doing his thing, and it's like, I don't know why he bothered. He didn't have nothing to be very proud of.
Yeah, either.
Hi, Blackie. I love you.
Hey, man. Love you too, brother. How are you?
Where's your ears?
Hi, why?
G'day, Rack, as well.
Rack's here. Hi, Rack.
Rack should come up too.
I was thinking about Rack when we were talking about tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
He gave me a nice bag of tomatoes that were devoured in my family almost instantly.
Fresh
My
is
dad.
best.
My dad saved the seeds.
I don't see Rack. Oh, he's on Pond Life. That's why.
I thought you were meaning headphones before when you were telling Huawei to don't forget his ears. But I get it.
No, sir.
Round earlobes run in the family.
Well, I wanted to say hi to Blackie. First time I ever got to say hi to him on camera. So
Face to face, it is indeed.
So,
Was it as
And he
good
got
as you
and he
thought
got
it
to
would be?
see your ears.
but all right.
Someday when I have money, I'm going to send everybody that comes up on my stream is going to get yours sent to them.
Oh, that's okay. You don't have to do that.
She has to.
I have the Princess Leia thing going. My ears.
Did you go to the doctor yet, Blackie?
Tomorrow morning I go.
Tomorrow morning. Okay.
Yeah, which is good because this thing's been itchy like a rat. But I'm being very self-controlled about it and not scratching the heck out of it.
Good.
Which is normally my standard reaction to an itch.
All right. I'll see you guys.
All right,
Okay.
Huawei,
I'll be in chat.
Why?
good to see your face, mate.
You drank soccer.
So you guys got any monkeypox going on down there?
Oh yeah, it's around. I've heard of it, but I haven't heard of any local cases to here.
You think that's
That
what
doesn't
Black
mean-
is itching?
Hey?
I was wondering if he was implying that's what you're itching about.
Oh, right.
No, but I guess it ties together. Sorry.
Isn't it a sexually transmitted disease?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, that rules me out then.
I think you can get somebody can just be nasty and rub it on your skin. Like if they have it on your hand and they just would walk up to you and smash their pus on you, it could happen that way too.
Well, you know, guys, Laramie, Wyoming doesn't mess around with monkeypox and COVID. We went right for the Black Plague.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I'm just not a fan of monkeys. I don't like them. They steal your shit. Oh, sorry. They steal your stuff. And they do things that are gross that they need to be doing in private. They throw poop. They're just, I don't like monkeys. I don't get why people think they're cute.
As much trouble as a kid, I'd say.
Oh, they're grosser than kids. If my kid drew poop, oh man, it would be on.
It'll be up for adoption.
Yeah.
My older brother and his wife used to have a spider monkey when they lived in Portland, and they lived in like a row of like Victorian type houses that were like 3 feet apart from each other, just bam, 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 bam. And one day the monkey got out and like went into the neighbor's house and stole a big package of shrimp that they had on the counter thawing out, and like brought it back home with him.
Yeah, they're pricks.
There was a lady in my little hometown up in Athens there that had a big chain link fence, like 2 or 3 stories behind her house down a hill. And when we were kids, we would say, "Can we go by and see the monkeys?" The monkey. It was just one, I think. And so people would go by and slow down and look at this lady's chimpanzee. And I heard later that after it died, finally, and she died later, they found it in a freezer in her house. So they'll tell that about me and say that they found large cichlids. They'll find large cichlids in my freezer. And a lot of large saltwater fish. They're in there.
They're going to say they found Bob in mine.
Yeah.
I'm teasing.
When you die, I'll be in there.
I'm going to save you for my big 50th anniversary party.
I wonder where she got that monkey. Probably rescued it from a circus or something. Who knows?
Dude, like, did you ever see that girl that got her face eaten off by a monkey?
Yes.
That was gross. I'm not into monkeys, dude. Or chimpanzees.
She got a face transplant, though.
Yeah, that was a chimp, wasn't it?
I think so.
Or a bonobo.
Chimps can be pretty mean.
Yeah.
And they got sharp teeth.
There's just no primates I want to hang out with.
Including humans?
Eh.
What about lemurs? Aren't they primates as well?
Oh, well, lemurs are pretty cool.
Many years ago when I was a kid, we went to the San Diego Zoo. And I still remember they had like this big male gorilla with a wire fence around him, and he would like jump around and dance, and as soon as there was a big crowd gathered around him, he'd pick up a handful of poop and throw it on everybody. That was his entertainment.
Yeah.
You kept going back.
But hey, they're fairly smart, and to be like have to stay in a cage their whole life, they got to come up with something to entertain themselves, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it didn't take them long to learn to use bigger glass windows instead of wire fences.
Yeah.
Although, what's the downside to that is that someone's got to get in there and clean the crap off the window.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's a job.
Oh, g'day, GRB. Didn't see you in there. And everyone else who wants a hello, have one.
Hi, GRB. GRB. What does that stand for in Australia?
GRB.
Yeah.
GRB's pronouns, his names.
It's lost
I
in
guess.
the translation.
G would be greatest Brian.
R comes second.
Oh. Greatest rude
Boy.
boy.
Greatest boy.
I was hoping to come up with something a little quicker than what I did. And I didn't even actually do it by myself. Thank you, Blackie.
Greatest rascally boffin.
Even though we probably should have connected it to music since he's a good musician.
Yep. or reptiles.
Bloody midges too. They're going nuts today, or gnats, whatever you want to call them.
Oh, they've been bad around here too.
Just the
tell you
tiny,
what.
tiny little ones.
Mm-hmm. It's weird. If you live somewhere where it doesn't freeze, the gross bugs that pop up.
Mm.
I mean, it freezes occasionally here. I think last year was one of our better winters. We had like 20 some days of freezing below, 32. But the years before, I think we had like 5 days over like 2 years or 3 years worth, and the fleas were so bad.
Yep.
Oh,
That's good short weather, 32.
Yeah, Wyoming doesn't have fleas right now, but our winters are getting warmer and warmer, and I'm afraid we're going to end up getting them eventually if it keeps warming up like this. But fleas won't survive like minus 40 and minus 20.
hey, watch
So
out.
we just don't have fleas here.
Oh, not the end of the paintbrush. Do something.
Nico. There you
He
go.
just sat down.
Yep.
Lucky you moved that pallet. That's right where it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, he will jump on the table and put his hand right in the black. I have black footprints going up the stairs.
Francis, go lay down. Go lay down. Yeah.
Thanks, Soul Taker. You have a wonderful night.
No.
Nice, Soul Taker.
Blackie, what time is it over there?
It is 2:39 in the afternoon.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely glorious day. Not a cloud in all. There's some wispy nonsense in the sky.
Oh, you're getting well into spring there, aren't you?
Yeah, it's we've had 3 days in a row that have been like this where it's quite warm. Once you're in the sun, much warmer than in the shade, which is how I like it. But yeah, surprisingly, it's still as right now. It's been very windy for the last week or so.
Yeah, it gets windy here in the spring too. That's why fall's my favorite time of the year, because it's cooler
Bit stiller.
weather, but we usually don't have the wind.
He is sitting in my lap. I don't know.
And
Can
I
you see
think
him?
fall might finally be here.
Can you see the cat?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, unbelievable.
I thought for a second there you were going to do one of those things that we were talking about just before.
Oh no.
Put the camera down here
Banned.
to see my pussy. Cat. Pussy cat. He's a very nice furry cat. Oh, I know. He's mad because I've got this log where he likes to sit.
You're digging yourself in deeper.
And then this.
Uh,
There you go, buddy. Now, if you want to sit over there, you can. It's empty.
Is that how he got you onto it? Where he sat in your lap, was just looking straight at it? My
Yeah.
spot is full.
He's going there now. He's sniffing it. Give me a break, dude. He doesn't like. I have a bag of clay sitting up there, so I had to move it before he would sit.
Well, no wonder you had everything piled up on a seat.
right?
Yep. There he is.
Now he's happy.
He is. You're a good boy. Okay. Oh, you missed a yawn. So, Blackie, have you done any singing lately?
No.
Have
No.
they opened up the ability to go singing?
Yeah. Yeah, we can go to pubs and clubs and whatnot. It's pretty much only hospitals and medical clinics where they request that you maintain mask wearing. But it's good to see a lot of people still, wearing masks when they're out and about, even though they don't have to. It's good to see.
Yep, I wear a mask whenever I go anywhere. One of the very few people in the whole state, I'm sure.
All those warrants.
Yeah, but you probably count for 5% of the people there. Okay, I don't like how thin that stripe is. This fish, it needs a thicker top bar. Thicker whatever.
I bet you win something, Ed.
I doubt it.
What's it for?
There's a fish show called The Clash, and they're known for the biggest private fish show, and one of the categories is art. So I'm going to do a school of clown loaches.
Cool. Like in a, what do you call it? Diorama, like a diorama set thing.
He's
Or
got
just
a
the
piece of wood, and he's going to have them like on stakes, swimming.
Gotcha.
And like the piece of wood, I have already dyed that side. That's what, and they're going to go on there. And then Bob, do you remember this wood? Let me show you the wood.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to cut a little piece of the end off this on it, and put that on there too. So they're going to be kind of swimming over that log.
Nice.
Neat.
I really wanted to put it in my 200-gallon tank, and then I just never did.
Have you done anything with that big tree stump, or the trunk thing that we got at Repticon?
No, I'm waiting to get either a great big square tank eventually, or build a tank of my own, or try to get a round tank. That's a real big round one. I'd love to get one of those, but those are like $1,500.
Yikes.
Yeah, and they're only like 60-gallon tanks, so they're not very huge. But I was thinking, man, my brother-in-law is an industrial engineer, and he's a corporate one. So I was like, I wonder if he could try to get me a giant clear tube of some sort that I could cut down.
Plexiglass or something.
Yeah, plexiglass tube.
Yeah, even that stuff gets pretty expensive though.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you got a man on the inside, there's no harm asking.
Yep.
You know who else might be able to do that? I don't know that big though. Is what's JC's Zach and JC? We made those braces for me, out of plexiglass for the 55. Remember that?
Yeah. Well, he had those beautiful frag tanks he made too.
Right.
I was hoping he'd sell one of those frag tanks when they
Those
cut
braces.
their business.
Those braces. TM Aquatics. Tom's got one of those. I don't know if he used it, but he messaged me about it. I sent it to him maybe a year ago now. I don't know if he used it or not. And then some kid in New York saw the video and messaged and wanted the other one, so I sent it.
Oh,
Now
wow.
watch me have a brace break on one of the 55s.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't need them.
Dang it. My Slurpee's got an ice block.
Uh-oh.
Blackie, do you guys have Slurpees down there?
Yeah.
Do you guys call them Slurpees?
In 7-Eleven, they're called Slurpees. In McDonald's, they're frozen Coke.
Oh, yeah. I
Um,
forgot they have that there.
some places have the IC brand as well, which I think is an American brand also.
Yeah, that one goes right through me. Like if I'm constipated, I buy one of those and I just wait an hour.
It's probably considerably cheaper than a laxative.
Yep. But they sell those at the movie theaters too, and you don't want to buy one of those and then
Can't
you
sit
see it.
down for 2
Yeah.
hours.
The movie theater, it's all you can drink. So like the first time I did it, I like, oh my gosh, all you can drink ices. And then I got a second one. Oh man, I ran to the bathroom and I missed the whole end of the Liam Neeson movie I was watching.
Wait till the movie's half over.
Yeah. Oh well. You learn the hard way.
There was
Well, at least you learned.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a picture of him, Neeson, on YouTube or somewhere I saw yesterday. And he looks bad. I mean, I know he's old, but he looks really bad. I don't know if he's sick or what.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Brent just went by with a rope, a tug-of-war rope. I thought she had a snake.
Huh.
Princess, you scared me, girl.
Well, I
Yeah,
got a
he's-
text message from Bob.
Huh?
Liam Neeson said that he wasn't going to work in Star Wars anymore, but there's a animated series coming out soon with his voice in it. So
Have
he
you-
lied to everyone.
Well, did you see the Obi-Wan Kenobi series?
Yes,
He
he
at
wasn't
the
in that.
He was on the
Oh,
last
yeah,
episode.
that's right. Yeah.
But he was a blue glowy, so it may have been a cartoon.
No, that was him as well. Because, yeah, he kind of... I don't think they de-aged him as well as they did the other two. Might have to go back and scrutinise his look in that. Yes, we'll be hearing his voice again in Star Wars in about 2 months. Late
Oh.
October, I think. Tales of the Jedi comes out.
Ooh. I like the sound of that. I haven't
Yeah,
heard anything
it's-
about it yet.
It's just a animated. I'm not sure how long each episode is. Only short episodes, I think. Set back in the episode 1, 2, and 3 time frame, I think, or it may be like an analogy type story where each episode is a story from a different part of the timeline, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
Well, we have so many Jedis that we have to learn or see, from those 3 movies that we never got to have any background on. That would be cool. But then you have all the New Republic, where you can see Raven and all them. Pretty cool. I think that's what the next movie is going to be, isn't it? Or is it called Old Republic or New Republic? Maybe it's called Old Republic.
Well, there's the High Republic, there's the Old Republic, and there's the New Republic. I've got a pile of books from the High Republic that I've got to start getting into. Yeah, I'm not sure what the next movie is. I should have paid attention on Disney Day or whatever they called it the other week when they were doing all their big announcements.
Yeah.
How Huawei's telling you that you didn't miss much when you had to spend your time in the toilet. He rescued his family in the end.
He rescued his family from all the people in the toilet.
Yeah.
Chemical warfare. Yeah, only a few more days for that, Daniel. $20, 21 or 22, I think, unless it's already up.
I would be happy just seeing Luke Skywalker adventures. Pretty cool when Luke Skywalker showed up at the end of The Mandalorian.
Yeah, it was. It's very cool. They did, got toileted a little bit about how they de-aged him and how silly it looked, but I didn't find it was that silly at all. I thought it was very acceptable.
I concur, 100%.
People just, if you got time to hate, you're not busy enough.
Yeah.
Too much time on your hands. People just pick on the stupidest, silliest stuff.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping that they would get Sebastian. Is that his name? The guy who's going to play the new Luke.
Yeah.
But
The
I
guy
was
who
like,
played Captain America, Bucky.
yes,
What's his name?
Winter Soldier.
Yeah, that's him.
Sebastian something. Well, he's supposed to be the new Luke. He's going to be in Rogue One, or not Rogue One. Oh gosh, how am I so out of my Star Wars thinking today?
Andor was the new one that's coming up.
Yeah, they're going to be making a movie though. I think with Luke Skywalker, and it's going to be what was the X-wings, his Rogue Squadron, or were they red spot, black spot?
Red, yeah.
Red? It was going to be named something like that.
That wasn't. I wonder if that was the one that Gina Carano was going to be in, and then they canned that when all of her crap went down.
That sucks.
And what was that called?
And I liked her.
Yeah, she was good value. You've got to separate the art from the artist.
Exactly.
I hear your birds, Blackie.
Now they went quiet. Oh, there goes another one. It's the Willy Wagtail. He's over that way somewhere. All my finches have disappeared. I had a huge flock of them on the lawn just before. Got lots of this little grass that's in seed at the moment. So I can ease up on feeding them and they can do some of their own work, their own foraging. Sebastian Stan, that's him. Thank you, Huawei. I do have a speckled dove over there as well, but they don't make much noise. Very flighty.
Night, Sky Dancer.
Night, Sky.
See you, Sky. Take care.
Sky dancing across the universe.
Across the universe.
My cup is empty.
Mine too. Twinsies.
Mine's almost there.
Best rectify that, since you reminded me. Such a long walk to the fridge.
Oh, a fridge full of nothing but drinks.
That's a real Australian refrigerator.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Some pickles. Is that?
yep. Baby
Or is that-
pickles.
It almost looked like peanuts.
Gherkins. Oh, I should seal you in there. Ready to go. I hate them so much.
The birds.
No, marsh flies. March flies. One flew into the fridge. Missed.
Oh.
And they just vanish. I don't like how they do that. They're too stealthy.
Thirsty too.
Well, Pam, do you need to go load up?
We only got like about 5 minutes left, so I'll just wait.
Okay. I guess I'll just wait too.
More patience than me.
We gotta eat when we get out here.
Oh, yeah,
Well-
speaking of Star Wars, and I've got a Star Wars shirt on.
Oh, awesome. That's a really good one. I like it.
Is that a reference to my fridge's location, Huawei? I prefer to use the expression efficiency expert than lazy.
I don't know what was behind that.
Oh, there's the pigeon now, the dove, I should say. I don't know if his noise is shrill enough to come through the microphone.
This is the best I can do for Star Wars at the moment.
Ah, nice.
Oh, cool.
Is that one of the ones that does the voice, or is it just a mask? Ah.
Unfortunately, I couldn't hear anything while I was doing it.
I'm glad you reminded me, because I just asked you like 14 questions really rapid fire in a row.
Oh, great. I agree. Yes, no. Sometimes. Why, yes, I am. No, thank you.
No, I said, does it have is it one of those ones with a voice changer in it, or is it just the mask?
It did have a voice changer. I bought it at Disney. But I don't. Oh my God! I almost broke my whip cup.
Is Brack still here?
Oh no, this one doesn't. I have one with a voice changer, but this one does not. Nope, it does. I think it's a really crappy voice changer. Or maybe it plugs into something else.
That is a good question, Huawei. The difference between pigeons and doves. I think doves are just smaller and more I don't know. Pigeons are big and chunky. No, that's not true with all of them either, is it? Got to do Google.
Pigeons are excellent flyers.
Doves are more demure, for sure.
They might be a little more dumb.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in college, this dove flew right at my windshield, and I went, sheesh. And it flew up right before it could hit, and I went, sheesh. And I was thinking, if it died, it would have left its mate for life. And then a second later, the mate hit the windshield.
Oh,
Oh my God.
She led him straight into my car and went up, and he was following her. I've killed two at once before, where they both flew right into the car.
Yeah, I've had one do it. Fly up under the front of the car. Because they do like to sit on the road until the very last second. But yes, the difference did say doves are generally of a smaller stature, while pigeons are often larger and stubbier, but they are in the same family. Which is pretty obvious, really, isn't it?
One time, this was when I was like a freshman in high school, and my dad was really mad because I think we were all running late for church. So he was like, driving his car and jerking it around all the corners. And there was a dove walking across the street, right, like a block from the church. And he slowed down, and he slowed down, and he slowed down to about 3 miles per hour and still ran over the dove.
Oh my God.
And we all laughed, and it was all better. Oh my gosh. It was so funny.
Sounds like that guy committed suicide.
Or God was trying to make us so we wouldn't be so mad at church.
one of my favorite times where we laughed so hard is us. I don't remember where we were going, but I had the kids with me, and we lived way out in the middle of nowhere, farmland, right? So we were like going past a ranch, and in the road ahead of me, there was a dog. There was a couple guys working out in the field, and there was a dog in the middle of the road,
Oh no.
and he had his back to me, and he was scrunched down on the ground watching a car coming from the other direction, and he was all like wiggling and getting ready to jump out and chase this car when it got close, right? And he didn't see me. I was coming right up behind him, and I just like put my foot in the clutch, so I was coasting, and I got right up to him and laid on the horn, and that dog went straight up in the air. It was so fun. Even the guys out in the field were standing there watching and laughing their asses off because this dog like went straight up and peed itself and ran off the road.
So
It was
focused.
funny. The kids were laughing their asses off.
So you've got
It was
a
one of those
history.
perfect timing things, you know.
You've got a history of abusing dogs.
Only for a good laugh, Bob. Only for a laugh.
I'm still right, just for a laugh.
Another favorite time was I was going down the road and I had Tucker with me. He was in the passenger seat, and he had the window unrolled and his arm on the windowsill, you know. And I looked up ahead, and the sprinkler, they had those great big sprinklers in the field, and it was hitting the road the end one was hitting the road on its way by. So I like timed it. I just barely took my foot off the gas and timed it to where when I got right up to it, it was spraying the road, and it just hit Tucker full force. He was mad at me. It was pretty funny.
I'm sure he looks back on it and laughs these days.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think the maddest Tucker got at me, though, was we were in Portland, and we went to the mall. I went to the mall with Tucker, and he had brought his I still remember he brought us a stack of CDs to play in the car, and he had the Bloodhound Gang on, right? And I just had this old station wagon, and we were going through the mall looking for a place to park, and we were going by a movie theater, and like I say, he was 18. We were going by this movie theater, and there was this group of girls that were standing on the corner waiting for their ride that had just come out of the movie theater. So I went right next to him. There was a speed bump, and Tucker, you know, he had his music turned up and his elbow out the window looking all cool and kind of side-eyeing these girls. So we went past him real slow because there was a speed bump there, and I went over the speed bump. And then I put it in reverse and backed up and went over the speed bump again. And then forward again, right in front of these girls. And Tucker's like looking at me on the side of his eye. And he says, "What are you doing, Mom?" And I was like, "I'm pretending we have a lowrider." We'll go over the speed bump and the car bounces. He did not think it was funny. But I thought it was pretty funny.
That is funny.
Oh, the things I did to torture my kids.
There
That's
was
what-
one.
That's why you have kids, just so you can torture them like that.
It's definitely one of the main reasons.
Yeah.
I had to go and feed my mom's friend's dog in high school, and my brother went along with me, and he's like 7 or something because he's 8 years younger than me, so I'm 16. He's probably 8. But there's this rabbit like keeping up with us right along the side of the car, and I went, "Look, Tim, the rabbit keeping up with us." And then all of a sudden, the rabbit goes whoosh, and hits the tire. Okay, and I went, "Oh gosh!" It hit when we fed the dog. When we came back, the rabbit was still alive, but it was like kicking in the drive, and it made itself into the driveway of the house that was in front. So I swerved to run over it, and just as I was, the people that go like to the house were coming in to their driveway. And what makes it worse is that I had a huge crush on the girl that lived in that house. And
Oh,
she
no.
sees me swerving into the driveway to kill a rabbit. Oh my gosh. So I hid it and I just left it in their driveway. Oh my god. Oh well.
Probably the safer option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It probably wouldn't have looked good as like, hey, now we got dinner. That wouldn't have been too impressive.
I remember another time, Tucker still bitches to me about this once in a while. We were in the mall, and I guess it was a hot girl. I wasn't paying attention, but Tucker thought it was a hot girl. And she had one of those little center island things. And she was selling goldfish in these little tiny boxes. And we went by, and Tucker insisted that we stop, and she was giving us a spiel about, that they're self-sustaining, and all you got to do is put a little bit of food in the hole once in a while, and the whole thing would take care of itself. And they were sealed, and she said you never had to take care of them or anything. And they were bred to stay small. So I didn't go off on her, but I told her, they're not bred to stay small. They stay small until they die because they're in this little tiny box. And anyway, I kind of gave her a little spiel about it. I wasn't mad or anything. I just told her, the facts. And Tucker was so mad at me because I guess the girl was hot and he wanted to flirt with her, and I just totally killed it all. He still brings it up once in a while. Why can't you just keep your mouth shut, Mom? But that's kind of cruel. I mean, they were like sealed into these little tiny boxes that were only like maybe 6 inches long and 4 inches high. And they were selling them and saying that they'd live a long time because they were bred to stay small and stuff. And I'm like, bullshit,
Well, that girl wouldn't do too well in this community.
No.
Well, she was just doing a job, and I'm sure that they had those whole spiel that they told them to tell people, but it wasn't right, and I couldn't walk by and not say anything. So there you go.
Kim, have you ever thought about a second career like besides art, like social justice coordinator?
No.
In your state, how many jobs do you think you would get in your state as that? I doubt they have a social worker there.
Well, guys, it's like 10 minutes after 11 here, which means it is time to tell everybody good night and thank you for coming in. And thank you for coming, Blackie and Ed and Bob and Kenny, who's gone, and Skipper, who's gone. And thank you, everybody in the chat, for coming in. And good night, everybody. Like I said, I'm going to do a stream Monday night, so watch for that. I was kind of running out of StreamYard time, but it rolls over on tomorrow night. So rolls over into new months and more hours. So there you go. So good night, everybody. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Good night.
See you soon.
Thanks, ma'am.
And thank you, lurkers. Don't cuss